is still God. No one can do anything about it. Once he set you on that path, nobody can change it.
Yeah.
Nobody can change it.
You know what? I'm really humbled by the fact that I am trying to be very disciplined with spending, which is a good thing because Christmas is coming up, January is a long month, and you know what? When you really think about it, there's not that much great things. I was looking on ASOS and H&M and different websites that I usually shop at, and what I noticed is that the Black Friday deals are not what I think they should be. Like, I really hear it when they say if it's not going from £866 to 16.99, then it's not really a deal. Because the same 20%, 25% that you give on a random day every couple of weeks is the same Black Friday deal. So that kind of let me know that, well, then that's not worth it. I feel like years ago we used to get serious deals. There's only one thing that I've seen. So there's a camera that I want to get that the price has gone down. That's the only thing that makes sense. But in terms of like clothes and all that stuff, it's just like there is two things that I do want to get. So I'm still kind of playing it by ear. It's the Denesamyrix Universal Blurring Balm. I already use the blurring balm, so I range anything between 7 to 8.5 because I tan very easily. And so when I tan, my tan literally lasts for about 6 months. So I went away May and June, and when I went away in May, I literally was really tanned, and my tan only started stripping last month, and I can see that it's completely kind of shedding now. So when I'm at my peak tan, I can use 8.5. It's still obviously a little bit dark for me, but I just love that it gives me that golden one look, and then I just kind of do different kind of concealers, etc. But yeah, with that said, the universal shade is the primer, and then the Charlotte Tilbury wand, I've just been wanting to use a different kind of bronzer. And so there's already a 25% deal on that, and then there's like another like £2 something off again. So I'm really contemplating. I feel like if I'm going to get anything, it's going to be that. Like, in terms of clothes, I'm just like, you know what? No, no. Well, hello there. So, where shall we even begin? I have started Invisalign, which I'm kind of like, oh, why? Obviously, I know why, but it just feels quite restricting. I'm glad it doesn't feel painful, but obviously, it has changed my speech a little bit. But I do feel that there's something around my mind and the action that, because I know that it's going to change my speech, I feel like the knowing of it is making it a bit more intensified because on a normal day I feel like it's fine. But yeah, so that's kind of why my speech is a little bit here and there, and it probably will be for maybe the next few months. But hopefully you can hear me clearly. And I do hope it actually does what it needs to do because it is one heck of an investment. And this is what I was saying in my last vlog in terms of just being mindful of my spend, etc., because I've made some quite expensive investments. So my teeth alone this year, and thank God the natural state of my teeth are fine, but just to work through the things that I wanted to just kind of sharpen up it's literally been my most expensive purchase. This was even before the Invisalign, but including it, oh my days. And then after that, there's still some things that still need to do. And it's just like, Oh my days. Yeah, I guess I really wanted the Dyson hairdryer, the supersonic, but I'm just gonna have to wait. Even just with Black Friday. Oh, whew, yeah. I am really trying to be very wise with spending. To be fair, I'm not an overspender. Like I do know my limits and stuff like that. But you know when you see a good deal, but then I'm just like, okay, cool. If you're just taking off £4.79 off of the deals, then it's not really a deal for me. Like I really agree with those pictures that are like, if it's not going from 695 to 16.99, then it's not no Black Friday deal. But with that said, though, there are a few things from ASOS that I saw yesterday that I was like, oh my gosh, like I really want this. When I saw what my basket ended up costing, I thought, yeah, maybe you don't need this. And I have this thing where it's like, I know I can actually just buy like maybe two or three of the things, which won't make it that costly. But then I'm like, well, if I add this and I add that. So yeah, I guess being very disciplined with finances really allows you to think, do you actually need this or do you just want it? But what I don't like is I've had this happen to me a few times where I don't buy something because I'm trying to be really good and I never see it again. There's this one Zara jacket. It was like a cinched denim jacket that came out. I think it was, if it wasn't 2 years ago, it probably was the beginning of last year. I kept putting it off, and it went on sale. Eventually, I didn't see when it went on sale. By the time I saw it went on sale, my size wasn't there. It went out of stock, and I've never seen the thing again. And till this day, don't get me wrong, I ended up getting another version recently, which is okay. But there was something about that denim jacket. If I find it, I'm gonna put it here. But yeah, so it then made me feel like no, if I see something that I really like, I should get it. And there is this one jacket on ASOS that I'm like, I really want to get it. And a pair of jeans. The jeans I know is always going to be there. The jacket, I don't know. That's the thing. Like the good thing with ASOS is sometimes they keep things on there for a long time. But yeah, so priorities, priorities. Today is actually my no contact day. So I have a day in the week where I just don't like speaking on the phone. I don't consume too much, whether that's social media and even like, I guess, my communication. So even if it's text, I reduce it completely just to give myself a day to myself to just regulate. I usually use this day to also do something nice for myself. Um, and you know what? It doesn't always have to be like going out and getting a massage or a spa day, etc. Like sometimes it could just be, just watching a nice movie, cooking myself a nice meal, just being very intentional. So that day is today. So I'm actually just going to go and have a nice chill day and actually just use today to actually be really productive, actually. And then, yeah, reward myself with something like a nice movie or something later on in the evening. So, yeah, I've got quite a bit of a busy week, which is no surprise. I mean, yeah, that. Another day. I actually wanted to speak about growth and kind of just where people may sit right now in watching things happen, etc. And I saw something and I was thinking, oh my gosh, like that would have been nice. But I think because there's been so much self work done, praise God, I often just think that, you know what, what's for me will not miss me. And there are opportunities that will be aligned for me that are great. And you know what? Other people can look at those opportunities and think, oh, like it would have been nice to have that. So it's not a bad thing to see something and think, oh, I'd love to acquire that, or I'd love to be invited to that, etc. And maybe you will need to put the work in actually achieving that. However, if that's not the case, I think don't worry so much about what other people are achieving. I think this is where people become very anxious, very low, take hiatuses off of social media because The level of consumption is almost showing you a life that you think you don't have. But there are so many things that make your life rich, and you will have all the good things that you want to acquire if you put the work in. And also time will bring everything you need. And I often see things as those people are experiencing and achieving those things because it's their time. It's their time to experience those stuff. It's their time to shine in that, respect. And all you should do is celebrate that, because each of us have a story, and each of us can find a part of our story where things were not so great and we prayed and hoped for opportunities and experience, or even just feelings that we feel today that feel completely different to when we were in those down times. I know it's easier said than done, but as long as you are doing what you need to do to put your best foot forward and going for what you want, you will be fine. I have seen creators online grow like severely in the past year, and I'm just like, wow, I'm so proud and happy for them because they were consistent. Like, they were consistent. Even with me, I've been posting consistently this whole year, which I'm just like, wow. Um, because I did have a bit of a funny relationship with social media some years ago. I say funny relationship, I just felt like I was happy to forever remain off grid, or just have like a friends and family account that I don't post anything and just. But when you have a certain purpose, it goes beyond where you limit yourself. And so being able to engage in social media in the way that I believe I should has actually been quite rewarding. And it didn't even just start with just making the decision to just post. It actually started from literally, so the end of 2023, December, I sat down a couple of days before New Year's and I wrote down how I wanted the next year to go, which would have been 2024. And I just really wanted different. I wanted different financially, physically, emotionally. Like, I just wanted everything to feel different. And I said, you know what? What am I going to do for myself that is going to make the difference? And I decided that I was going to walk every single day of 2024. Now, I'm someone that walks in general, but it wasn't something I was doing every day. But it was something I was doing most days. Definitely within a week, I was probably doing it 4 times a week. And so I said, yeah, I want to do something that's realistic. I could have picked running and I would have failed miserably at that, because as disciplined and motivated, and I guess I strive to finish what I start, I was not going to do running. So I said, okay, what can you do that you can stick to, that even if it gets hard, you can push through? And I said, you know what, walking. And as much as I was used to walking, I went through different levels. Like, there was this level of walking I haven't done before. I was doing anything between 20 to 40K, long distance. Like, my breathing, different things were coming up that I didn't realize, that was like, oh wow, I don't pay attention to these things. And so it's very interesting what happens. But yeah, so the decision came from me deciding that I wanted to walk every day, and in walking every day made me so disciplined that everything else that I set my eyes on, I had to be disciplined at that. And so towards the end of 2024, so it was September, I remember clearly because I remember wanting to put up a post on Instagram, which I put up. I went to a wedding and I was on the phone to my friend and I said, you know what, I think I want to open up my TikTok. I have two TikToks, which one of them is quiet now because I've kind of blended everything on one page. I said I want to open up that profile from being private, and I want to open up my Instagram as well. So basically, two of my private accounts, I want to open them up, and I want those to be well-being pages that really take off and become something great one day, and just allow me to express myself in the way that I want to, because I'm ready. and I was nervous. And I went on my knees and I asked her to pray with me. And it might seem like you were literally going to open up your profiles and post a picture and you wanted to pray. Yes, because to be fair, the Bible actually says take everything to the Lord, literally. But it was beyond just the simplicity of that. It was knowing that I'm endeavoring in a new, sorry, it was knowing that I was embarking on a new journey that felt like the unknown, and I genuinely needed the wisdom of God. I genuinely needed the strength, the grace, just whatever I needed to navigate this journey. And I did not want it to be filled with fear or anxiety. And so we literally prayed for like 5 minutes, and then I posted it. And then from there, I just was like, okay, cool, I'm going to keep posting. And I did. And January, usually I take like a long social media break for the whole month. I didn't, because I said, okay, do something different. And so, yeah, the whole of this year, I have consistently posted. I think there's only been maybe a week that I haven't, which would be a week where I just decided to take some time to myself. But if I haven't posted every day, it's been every 2 days, sometimes even twice a day. And yes, there's been a change, there's been growth. I went from like 200, 400. I'm now on like 1,100 and something, which might seem like, oh, like considering that you've been posting the whole year, shouldn't you have more followers? Honestly, it's impact. I'm a therapist, and I'm obviously a bunch of other things, lifestyle, well being, creativity. But at the core of me, I'm a therapist. And when I look at the level of engagement, when I put up videos of psychoeducation, speaking about therapeutic tools, psychological tools, trauma informed things, when I look at the engagement on those videos and there's thousands of views and comments and people really engaging and finding, answers in those comment sections, that is purpose fulfilled. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter about the followers in the sense of what's the point of things if you're not impacting? And really and truly, there's even so many creators that, say that, when you're posting on TikTok, it has to be educational, or there's these different groups that they say in terms of like how your content will do well and stuff like that. And for me, I'm just like, you know what? There's people around the world watching my video and they feel seen and they feel heard. And so I'm praying that 2026 is even better, that, I impact even more people and I impact myself in remembering that this was a call. It wasn't something I decided. I didn't grow up knowing that I wanted to be in the psychological field. I didn't. I thought I'd be in either something creative, so something maybe art related, because I really enjoy textiles, or something English related because I studied English all the way up until just before I went to university. So whether that would have just been like an English lecturer or something, I had aspects of when I first started uni. I wanted to change to an oil and gas degree because when I first started uni, oil and gas wasn't something that was taught at many universities. To be fair, I actually looked and I didn't see. It was halfway through, I remember somebody that I knew endeavored on a master's in it, and I was thinking, oh, like maybe I could get into that. And don't get me wrong, I've always been the nurturing friend. I've always been the person who provides that space. So I knew that that would be something because I did go to like different, I did go to different courses and stuff in coaching, etc. So I knew that was something, but I didn't know that I would end up being a therapist. And even my journey, as much as, so I wouldn't necessarily change it because I feel like because I've gone through what maybe feels like a longer route than the average person, it's taught me so much, and I guess it's qualified me in different areas, which is a rich blessing that I'm very grateful for. But this is something that was so far from me that if I had known what I really needed to do, the journey would have been quicker, and yeah, that would have been it. But there's so many instances that I've been put in a situation that reminds me of this is why you are on the journey that you are on. All that to say that discipline does get you far, and I think it's okay to pivot. I think it's okay to see things and think, you know what, one day, but don't get so consumed, don't dwell in it, because you will miss your own leaves that are growing around you and you will step over them instead of treating them with care. So that's my take for today. I am running extremely tight for time because I've actually got a class very soon. So I don't even know if I can do the walk that I wanted to do. I'm going to actually try. Oh no, it's actually not going to work. Why did I do this? But anyway, I wanted to sit here and say this because it felt very timely. Maybe if I had done it when I came back from the gym, it wouldn't have hit the way that it's probably going to hit now. But yes, with that said, I'm going to go to the gym. So I'll see you in a bit. It's a new day. It's a Saturday today, and I'm actually going out. I don't really go out on Saturdays anymore. I really like it to be a day where I'm just at home. I'm going to Eggslut. So they have a iced matcha there that I'm quite excited to try. So that's that. But I'm gonna also try what they have. But I feel like it's similar to something I tasted when I was in Amsterdam. I'll try and link a picture. So yeah, I'm going to meet my friend. We're gonna go there, and then we're gonna go to the cinnamon block. Whoa, the cinnamon bun place that we usually go to. Raw Boys. He's got a new store, so and they've got a flavor that we really liked earlier this year, which is back. So should be good. Aside from that, I'm literally just going to. After this, I'm gonna just work on my research. Actually, I really want to have a nice chilled Saturday. I'm gonna have a chilled Sunday as well. So I'm really just trying to wind down. Do you know what? Until next spring, in all honesty, I'm not really trying to do too much. Let's just say that. But yes, I am getting to train. So honestly, date a DIY babe.
Listen, we're winging it.
Like, my friend has literally painted her whole house.
Crazy.
Literally. Because the economy is absolutely tight.
If you hit a coast, guys, you
This
won't
is-
even want to do.
I can't even show her, but she's literally jumping. Like, she's jumping to paint. I'm not even participating because I'm not in paint clothes at all.
It's scary. Any little thing is splashing on you, you know.
And these are my favourite jeans. Like, I like this mirror. Like
Cute.
this.
That's from B&M.
Oh, that's my shop.
16 quid.
I think I need to go run there
No, you need to go
with
there.
immediate effect. I absolutely love this.
Yeah, I just drilled the wall and put it in.
See, like as in DIY. How do I can't even. DIY. She even put this up. You drilled it. Some people even use command strips.
No, I drilled it and
Shh.
then you put something in there, then you put the nail. I can't remember what the other thing is called.
She even did her own lock. But look, as in,
Guys, you don't know what the economy is going on in this.
the economy is very tight though. Like, the economy will force you to become a DIY babe. As for me, I'm gonna get someone to do it each and every time, to be honest. I say that, but then there's things I can do. Like, the thing is, I know I'm a DIY person. Like, but I just feel that sometimes it just feels tiring. But in the tiring process, when you find out the quotes of these things, you will do it, because someone will charge you £90 to put this mirror on the wall.
Yeah. Task bracket is crazy. Just 12 switches, someone's going to charge me £500.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
That's a little yeah. I am on my way to the Treasure Tress Family and Friends event. So it's the pre-launch for the Christmas event that they're doing for the weekend. So I was invited to come. I've spoken at some Treasure Tress events in the past. Got quite a good relationship with the team, the company, and the founder, Jamelia. Funny enough, me and Jamelia met, I think it was 2016, I believe. Yes, 2016. And this was I think it was the year before she was actually, well, it's going to be 10 years. So it was the very early stages of Treasure Tress. And it was such a great idea. Jamelia actually is the person that encouraged me to go natural. I went natural in 2016, like I just stopped relaxing my hair. I feel like the last relax I would have done would have been 2015, and we met just before mid 2016, and I didn't relax my hair again. So she has been really impactful in that journey. And yeah, like I've just kept a very good relationship with them, whenever they change factories and, different head offices, when they change head offices, I usually go visit. And yeah, like Jamelia has worked really hard, really, really hard. And I'm super proud of her, to be honest. And I think in a time where we're constantly always thinking about the health of black hair and where we're getting our products from and all of these things, to know that there's a safe black space that literally has connections with the sources and has committed to providing a service for black people is really impressive. And to go on for this long, super impressive. I'm literally just praying that she never ever goes out of business, literally. Like, I'm praying that she becomes even more innovative and more ideas come, because that's one place I can say has been and will always be a safe space for black women. I don't know why I keep having these wired headphones in I'm not even talking to anybody, literally. But I feel like I need to wear heels more. I've got so many heels. I love heels. And yes, I'm tall, but it doesn't mean because you're tall that you can't wear heels. So all the tall ladies, if you like a heel, you better wear that heel. But wearing heel and walking is a different thing. So I'm wearing like a boot heel and I'm not out of breath, but why do I feel like it? Like I'm literally pouncing down Old Street. This is probably like the third time I've said this in the videos about exposure therapy. To some extent, I definitely don't care when I'm recording and people are watching, but it doesn't change the fact that I do find it a tad bit uncomfortable when people get so lost in watching their direction because you're talking to a camera. Come on, we've seen this before. This is not your first rodeo, you know? And I like this because I'm holding it right in front of me. Whereas my phone, it would be back camera for better quality. And my hands is just literally up in the air. So, yeah. When I get to the venue, if there's any scope to do like a full body cam of an outfit, I will. I am pretty excited. Don't know what to expect, to be honest. I actually don't. But what I do know is I'm going to leave with something because I've run out of products. Well, I'm telling a little bit of a fib there. I've run out of the products that I like getting when I'm at Treasure Tress. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what new bits they have so that I can get those bits. I need to look at where I'm going, because where am I going? I actually like my makeup today. I didn't even necessarily take my time. I just, you know when you know your look and you just stick to that? Because before today I was like, oh, do you know what? I feel like I need to put a bit more makeup on my face. I don't feel like I use much product. And I thought, well, do you even like heavy makeup? Well, it's not like I wanted it heavy, but I did want something a little bit more. Just because I feel like when people take pictures of me, I don't feel like it translates much. So yeah, I'll see. Jamelia has done so well, like, wow, like, I don't even know if I can capture the gravity of how amazing this is. Well, I'm gonna try, but I'm so proud of her. Well, that was a successful event. Do you know what? So the dress code was holiday glam, and at first I thought, oh my gosh, do I even have anything holiday glam? And I just put on, I just realized, okay, let me actually try and put this down somewhere so I can actually film what I'm wearing. Hold on. And my fur jacket is from ASOS. So yeah. So I've got home now from the Treasure Tress event. I literally got in and I decided, let me film as much videos as I can, maybe like 3, what would translate to about 3 videos whilst I've got makeup on, because I rarely have makeup on. I don't wear makeup to work, and unless I'm going out, I do. But it's so interesting because I like makeup. Like the makeup I've got on right now, I like it. It's just a subtle face beat, etc. But I don't know, I need to figure something out, because even I've got a tad little rash there, which I don't know, it's probably something that I'm using, honestly. But yes, I thought, let me get some videos done whilst I've got this makeup on. I actually like my blush placement. The Invisalign. I actually like my blush placement today. I used, what did I use? I used the Made by Mitchell, so the hot pink colour, and then I topped it up with my e.l.f. one that I use. And yeah, I literally just did that. But then I did set it with the pink Huda Beauty setting powder. So I have, it's not Ube birthday cake, it's the other one. I'll pop it on the screen because I completely forgot. I was actually using that setting powder in summer to give it the pink summery look. But as we've gone into winter, I've gone back to banana bread from Huda Beauty. But once again, I'm saying once again, I just realized that video that I filmed was for TikTok. That's finished. And basically, I was recording a video for TikTok saying that I was so adamant that I'm not going to buy anything for Black Friday, from the Black Friday sales. I'm not going to buy. I just realized it's because I filmed a video from TikTok. But basically what I was saying is that I was so adamant that I wasn't going to buy anything in Black Friday sales. I was like, nope, do you know what? You have to think about your wants and your needs, and you don't need this, so just don't. And this is why you have to know what you have, because on the surface, it felt like I've got this, I've got that. Why would I need to add different things? Work with what you have until it's finished, la la la. Only to discover today, when I was doing my makeup, that I've literally got equivalent to a teardrop left of my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. And my one size spray is practically done, to the point where, you know, when it starts, the aerosol starts to spray itself and you can't control it. Yeah. Can you imagine? And I absolutely need those in this season. So I'm like, oh my days, like, what the heck? So now I'm basically gonna have to buy these things full price. And I'm just like, oh my days, like, you try to be strict and then it just seems like it backfires. Like, what the heck? And I'm sorry, but I love my Charlotte Tilbury, my one size as well. I do love both of them. So there's absolutely nothing I can do. I just need to get them. I actually want to make a nice pasta today, and I've just been seeing all these pasta recipes online. So I want to make something nice and just, yeah. I've got some prawns, etc. So yeah, let me make something like that and have a nice chilled Friday. I just love being at home in the winter and not having like winter plans. Do you know what I mean? Just chill at home. To be fair, I'm going out tomorrow, which is fine. I think I don't like the idea of going out Friday and Saturday when it's not hot. So yeah, having an evening in today and an evening out tomorrow, great. And then obviously Sunday, church and just relax. Well, I say relax, I actually got a lot of work to do in terms of my research. So that is exactly what I'll be doing. Some reading, etc. So yes, I will. Well, if I get a chance to show my pasta, I will. If not, then I ate it. I really ate it. So see you tomorrow.